Okay, good. We didn't crash as soon as we started.
That's
good.
wow. That's a remarkably low bar.
I know, right?
The bar is low. So low, I'm limbo dancing with the devil.
Woohoo!
Reigns?
Hi, I'm punchable.
Oh,
Yes.
easy, guys. It's all right. Reigns is a Sanctum officer. He's been helping us out.
Why are you here? You traitor!
Toro, Toro. Oh, he has
Toro, venga.
he has a Panzerfaust of some
I put you on
kind.
the path. That was my focus.
You're a C?
Since long before we met. I did my best to assist you, as bid by the Sanctum fal'C. Now do you understand? The fal'C have watched over you.
Couldn't they have named the fal'C and the LaCie something,
The luck
literally
of
anything
time
else,
and
as
again
opposed to something that just
to
sounds like they're making up words?
Why, you may ask?
Why would they do that?
Primarch.
It's a
Should I
JRPG.
say, Bartandalus is crafting you into the instruments of Cocoon's
Okay, if it's
demise.
Bartandalus, why is there an H there?
We've been played.
That
for
H is
fools.
unnecessary.
It's Bart Handleless.
Why? Why?
Yeah.
To restore the Maker.
Oh God, we're bringing back Shai
The
Hulud.
entity responsible
The
for
spice
Child
must
of
flow.
and fal'C.
See, when I hear Maker, I just think Dragon Age.
Long ago,
When I hear Maker, I think...
parted this world.
I don't know what I
Two
think.
races behind. In a sense, human and fal'C are brothers, orphaned by the same parent.
Yeah.
So why are we looking at water idolins stripping?
As for the humans, they forgot the order imposed by the Maker. They began to war amongst themselves for the first time in history.
We really need to play Xenoblade when we're done with Fire Emblem.
Yep.
And returning the world to its former glory.
Carbuncle.
This purpose
Carbuncle.
lies at the
Carbuncle.
heart of all their actions. Calling back the Maker requires a fitting sacrifice.
How about you, Vampire Man?
Heard. The destruction of Cocoon.
The lives of this world's
I sacrifice my harpy lady sister and my armored lizard to summon the Red Eyes Black
They
Dragon.
need us. Couldn't the fal'C and Cocoon just have thought?
Their existence is bound to the creation and maintenance of this.
I sacrificed the entire planet to summon Gaia, the Fierce Knight.
That's basically what they're trying to do. For some reason, the fal'C want their original Maker to come back. But they're bound to protect Cocoon, so that's why they have the LaCie destroy Cocoon.
You've never seen the first Star Trek movie, have you?
Nope.
I expect
Hi, Courage.
Hi, Courage.
Hi, Courage.
We're doing more Final Fantasy XIII, and I'm suddenly thinking of V'ger from Star Trek the Motion Picture. Because
when
these
I was human.
these people who have been chosen by the space gods want to bring back an even bigger space god, and I'm like, it's gonna be V'ger.
Was change. I gained
Yeah.
the power I could hope for.
This is a... Yes, it is a fashion show masquerading as a game.
Yeah.
Fuck
At least
you,
the music
Nora.
is good.
The fal'C who changed.
On the bright side, your parents came for a visit.
They really like it here. They may try to get a house in Milford, it turns out.
Tied
Yep.
to an inescapable focus.
In Milford.
Yep.
Mhm.
Does your dad like MILFs?
He was enjoying Milford and he was enjoying the trains.
Yeah. He really enjoyed the pizza.
Yeah, to be fair, it is really good pizza.
Yeah.
Like,
But
tell me that this guy doesn't look like a vampire.
he absolutely looks like Vampire Jesus.
Future I once strove for.
Isn't that just Vincent Valentine?
No, he's too sad.
Will challenge.
I mean, Alucard?
Which Alucard? Castlevania Alucard or Helsinki Alucard?
Castlevania Alucard.
Okay.
There goes a vampire killer.
Hey, look, look at their keyblades from Kingdom Hearts.
Brains!
I will use all my remaining power.
To turn into a nuclear bomb.
No, he's got to turn into Seymour from Final Fantasy X.
You look stupid.
He is stupid.
There's so much hair gel going on here.
Brains. Let's go! Thanks.
Far too much hair gel. And a really weird arm.
Yeah, the reason we're streaming tonight instead of on Sunday is because we were doing stuff with family most of the day yesterday, and by the end of it I'm just like, I need to go lie down and not be a person for a while.
Yeah.
See, I was going to just zone out for like 3 hours and listen to music, but then I remembered I had to be here, so...
Oh god, he's in defense mode! Oh, hi, Cherry Bomb.
Hello.
How's life in the South? Of course, I could ask that of Courage too, but
Oh yeah, did I tell you guys how my beach trip went yet?
Don't think so.
It was fun.
Same here, Courage.
Yeah, it's hot and raining. But we went to the shore near Lavalette, in Lavalette. My aunt and uncle rented out a beach house for the week. It was nice. They had an elevator inside the house for some reason.
it may have been that like previous owner was in a wheelchair or something.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Apparently it was useful to bring groceries up and down.
huh? Oh right, yeah, he was getting leg surgery, wasn't it? Foot surgery, something like that. I saw him post about it on Facebook.
Take down the enemy.
We got like biblical amounts of rain. ACL, that's what it was. We got biblical amounts of rain yesterday. Luckily, not right where we are.
Yeah.
Although, granted, when we were driving home from Pine Bush yesterday, like we're going along the mountain, we looked to the side, and we're like, "Oh, that's an awful lot of water." Oh wow, that is weird. But, yeah, like up by West Point, like that whole area is practically underwater right now.
Good military training then. The military learns how to swim.
I mean, they can probably swim. The cars, not so much.
Yeah.
Cars don't need to swim.
Now you're turning into like Diet Sephiroth here, boss.
Yeah.
He has more wings than Sephiroth. So this is more Seraphim than Sephiroth.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what the Navy's for. Not the Navy.
You know, I could join the Coast Guard. That's always an option.
Coast Guard is actually like the hardest military branch to get into.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Yeah, because everyone wants to do it.
I have a cousin who actually tried to get into the Coast Guard, and she went to the Coast Guard Academy, and like she ended up washing out. I can't remember what she wound up doing, but she now lives up in Rhode Island with her hubby.
Oh, that's where my aunt lives. Well, great aunt. My great aunt lives up in Rhode Island.
Oh,
Or
okay.
what's that, Long Island? I can't remember if it's Rhode Island or Long Island.
Okay, physicist for the Navy. Neat.
But like, everyone always is like, oh, Coast Guard is so easy. You just sit on a boat.
It's genuinely hard to get into, and like when the Coast Guard is called in to do things, shit has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like either your job, like from what I can tell, Coast Guard have it pretty easy until they get called in which case something's really, really wrong.
Yep.
This will be quick.
Yeah, there is that. Haha, human trafficking.
A sad and unfortunate, but factual part of life.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Overall, from all the options that I've seen, every good option requires some kind of degree. Unless you want to be like an electrician or a plumber or something.
I know people who make good money that way.
Yeah, I know people like that too. But that sounds like not my thing. I could absolutely go to some kind of trade school.
Courage has a degree and gives all his money to plumbers. I have a bachelor's, and that a lot of good it's doing me.
I could get a law degree and do something with that.
Got your back.
Well, that's like a hard commitment, go to law school type thing.
And it's funny because, like, the first place I went to undergrad, William and Mary, is geared towards, like, government poli-sci things. So a lot of those degrees are... It's not like you have to go to law school afterwards, but it's definitely gearing you up for specific branches of law. So I know several people who've become lawyers, and they're like, oh god, there's so many of us, we're having trouble getting work.
Yeah. It's much more of a, I want something that won't take me forever and that I'll somewhat enjoy doing.
That's one of the reasons why I haven't gotten a master's yet. It's because, like, I'm so fucking tired of going to school. I was in school for a really long time, and I am tired.
There's a reason I didn't go directly to college after high school, and it's because I genuinely think it would have killed me.
There's nothing wrong with taking some time between high school and college, just as long as you're doing something, like not sitting on your ass and playing video games, you know?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
you were working.
I'm doing that, but I'm also working. I mean, I'm not working right now because it's summer and my job doesn't do things during the summer.
Got your back. Appreciate it.
Get a computer science degree and just make money and hate yourself. You could buy Twitter!
I don't even need a computer science degree for that. Yeah.
Church is about to buy Twitter. You should buy that church for sale up by me.
Yeah.
If Purge brought Twitter, it would become substantially better than what it is now, because Courage would kill it.
There would be a lot more porn.
And probably beer.
And beer. Oh god,
Again, he would make it better.
God, my dad was so excited that I bought him a growler.
Uh-huh.
Lightning, your health is going down, sweetie. What's going on?
Got your back.
Did Lightning get poisoned?
I think, yeah. I will offer 500 buttons for this delicious Twitter.
It reminds me of the guy who sent in like 100,000 bottle caps to Bethesda to buy a copy of Fallout. And it worked.
So the first Church of Jared and only Jared is distinct from the cult of Jared.
Thanks.
And the Church of Jared, and we all know churches are just cults, respected cults.
So Britt didn't even know, I don't think she knew about the cult of Jared thing, but one night she had a dream where someone, it was either me or someone was trying to start a Church of Jared and only Jared, and the rules were I was the only one allowed to be a member and other people were trying to join, and that was pissing me off.
I think that has something to do with the cult.
The cult of me weirded me out, man.
Yeah.
So you've said.
But yeah, there is legit, like, a block or so from the apartment, this gorgeous church, and like, I was walking past it when we first moved here, and I'm like, oh, what denomination is this? For sale.
I've never heard of that branch.
Dad even was joking about buying it.
Yeah.
I mean, churches do tend to have great acoustics
Yeah.
and really high ceilings.
And again, he's toying with the idea of like getting a vacation home in Milford. Like when they, it's funny because there were a couple of days where we couldn't do much with them because job-related things.
Yep.
And I, like the entire time, I'm like, you can wander around like downtown Port Jervis, or better yet, wander around downtown Milford. And like they just weren't doing that. They were like, we'll just hang out in the hotel until you're done. So one night, like we were supposed to be going to a concert up in Homesdale, and that didn't wind up happening because there were trees in the road. But like on the way back, we're like, screw it, we're going through Milford. And they're like, oh my god, Milford's beautiful. And so the next day they wandered around downtown and they're like,
Yeah.
Milford is the greatest place on earth!
Well, when you come from Oklahoma, the flattest place on earth, you tend to notice this stuff.
And I mean, like, they did their undergrad outside of Philadelphia. Mom's from Jersey, dad's from Rhode Island. So I grew up in Virginia, and was born in Connecticut. So they're familiar with the East Coast. It's just been a while since they've been out to this particular stretch of it. So, like, they're like, oh, you have your little town, and then Milford's a little town, and they've got all these little towns, and there's mountains, and there's trees, and we love it.
I love the mountains. I love the clear blue sky.
Oh, Twitch on mobile is awful, apparently.
Lovely.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Unfortunately, we have no control over that.
There's a reason whenever I watch Twitch, I use my computer. That's because Twitch Mobile sucks.
I know I was using Twitch mobile when I was hacking. Only half of Oklahoma is the flattest place on earth.
And so is all of Kansas.
Again, it was funny when Star was out in Oklahoma, because my parents were like, we're gonna give you a grand tour of the state. So, like, we drove out Route 66 a good ways. I think we went as far as Stillwater, and then, like, went along. We were actually up near the Kansas border where the big wind farms are. And It's like, yep, this is Oklahoma. There's grass, a lot of grass. Holy shit, that's a fuckload of flattened grass.
Yes.
Give it your best shot. Thank you.
Oklahoma, where the winds blow by.
Where the winds come sweeping down the plain, where the wave in the wind sure smells sweet, and the wind comes right behind the rain. I had to learn that. Actually, it was funny because it was part of this like church talent show thing where in between various other talent stuff, the church theater group was doing various skits. And I think we were closing with Oklahoma, I can't remember, but the director's like, yeah, someone did smooth out the western half of Oklahoma with a massive trowel. But the director's like, okay, for the end of this, we're gonna do a rousing chorus of Oklahoma, which I'm sure none of us, we all know the words to that. It's the state song, and I'm like, I'm not from here originally.
Is that really Oklahoma State song?
Yes. It absolutely.
Hold on.
Thank
I'm
you, Roger,
gonna
for hammer
check
sign.
Give it your best.
Does New Jersey have a state song?
It does. I don't know what it is. I know there was a motion to get one of Springsteen's.
New Jersey does not have a state song.
It doesn't?
Huh.
Nope. Why don't we?
Because
The
New
governor at
Jersey
the time
hates everyone.
vetoed it. The governor at the time it was proposed vetoed it because he thought the song they picked sucked.
Again, I feel like it was one of Springsteen's ones.
New Jersey is the only state that doesn't have one.
God damn it, Jersey never changed.
Okay, I'm gonna read the list. Because there is a list.
My will is my strength.
Your will is your strength. Can I borrow your will to live? Alabama state song is Alabama.
Not Sweet Home Alabama?
Nope. Alabama by Julia Tyler.
Okay. New Jersey couldn't get anyone to bribe the state government enough to choose a song.
Exactly. In 1972, there was a song that was recommended by some band called Mascara or something.
Huh.
And the governor vetoed it on the principle that he thought the song sucked.
Follow my lead.
Alaska's flag. Arizona has two songs.
Really?
The Arizona March song and Arizona. Arkansas has 1, 2, 3, 4. Officially on in the government records, it's a song called Arkansas. But the other three are Arkansas, You Run Deep in Me, Oh Arkansas, and the Arkansas Traveler. California is
God,
I Love You,
Courage.
California.
Courage, I have friends from Arkansas. I have friend from Arkansas.
Colorado's is Where the Columbines Grow. And Rocky Mountain High, apparently.
Huh.
Ironic. Is
Connecticut's is Yankee Doodle.
the only
Huh.
thing
Wow, my birth state has terrible taste.
triumph
Delaware has Our Delaware.
isn't important. Just do what you know.
Florida's state song is called The Swanee River.
Oh, okay. Da, da,
With
da,
this,
da, 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 da.
Also known as Old Folks at Home.
Yeah.
And they had to revise the lyrics because it was racist. Georgia's state song is by Ray Charles, Georgia on My Mind.
I don't think so.
Well,
Rains did
the version, his version is the state song.
He's on way.
Also, I hear a cutscene. What's going on?
Where are you? Snow?
If it weren't for Cotton Eye Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Oh, is the Seraphim
Searching for a way
to
to make us understand.
Crystal?
Understand
He turned to
the
crystals.
Yep, he completed his focus.
A sea bound to a focus.
By Hocus Pocus.
And maybe
No one's gonna get that
Focus,
fucking
focus.
joke.
You've lost your focus.
I can't remember what we talked about with Arkansas and Octopath 2.
Throne A's chapter.
Oh! Oh boy.
I don't know why you're laughing, but I assume it's...
It's gonna be a while before that video goes up.
Yeah, like January.
Play Octopath 2. It's great.
Yep. We're gonna save after that, just in the off case we crash again.
Yeah, because we do not want to fight Seraphim Sephiroth again.
Exactly. Now let's switch the team back here.
Alright, let's see. What was I on? Georgia. Hawaii. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the second part of that. But it's Hawaii, PONO''I.
Ponoi.
Yeah. That's their song. Idaho's is Here We Have Idaho. Illinois state song is Illinois. Indiana is On the Banks of the Wabash, Far Away. Iowa's is The Song of Iowa. Kansas is Home on the Range.
God damn it, Kansas.
They're
It's a
full
good
on
song.
Okay.
Kentucky's is My Old Kentucky Home,
war. Okay.
whose lyrics also got changed because they were racist. Huh. You Are My Sunshine is Louisiana's official state song.
Interesting.
It used to be Give Me Louisiana.
Iowa State song. I bet you guys confused with Idaho.
Nice. That should be their state song.
Yeah. Maine state song is... Get this, it's called the State of Maine song.
Subtle.
Yeah. Maryland is Maryland's.
Mm-hmm.
It got... Apparently not anymore. It got repealed 2 years ago because apparently it was racist.
Saying an awful lot of a trend here.
Yeah, a lot of these got repealed. Oh, no. Massachusetts had to be extra. They have 7.
Jesus.
Hocus Pocus Focus, yep. I'm glad Surratt got that joke.
Yeah. The official, government document state song is All Hail to Massachusetts. Then they have the patriotic song, Massachusetts, Because of You, Our Land is Free. They have an ode, the Ode to Massachusetts, a folk song called Massachusetts, a state glee club song called The Great State of Massachusetts, an official march, The Road to Boston, and a polka called Say Hello to Someone in Massachusetts.
These state songs wannabe by the Spice Girls.
Yeah.
God.
Michigan is My Michigan. Simple enough. Minnesota is Hail Minnesota.
Hail Minnesota.
Mississippi's used to be Go Mississippi, and now it's One Mississippi.
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
The Montana's state song was right after being criticized for not state.
In Oklahoma, it's also called pop, not soda.
Correct answer is, it's not pop, it's soda.
It's a carbonated beverage.
Beautiful Nebraska is Nebraska's. Home means Nevada is Nevada's.
Tennessee song, fuck you, I have a gun.
Yeah. Old New Hampshire is the state's official song, but there's 9 other honorary state songs, which I'm not going to read.
That is fair.
New Jersey is the only state that has not had in the past a state song. God damn it, New Jersey.
We love you, New Jersey.
Oh Fair New Mexico is Mexico's official song. New York's song is I Love New York.
I'm not surprised.
North Carolina's is Old North State. North Dakota is the North Dakota Hymn. Ohio's is Beautiful Ohio, which got changed not because it was racist. They wanted to make it more about Ohio. Because originally it was about 2 people in love.
Ohio doesn't believe in love.
Yeah. Oklahoma's state song is Oklahoma.
Yep.
It was a thing after Oklahoma legislator saw the musical. Oregon's in my Oregon.
In my organs?
Which organ?
Yep. Probably the heart.
I need my
Gotcha.
organs. Get out of my organs.
Yeah. The lyrics got changed because they were racist. Pennsylvania's state song is Pennsylvania. State song is Rhode Island. It's for me. South Carolina's state song is Carolina. I don't know why. The second one is South on my.
Oregon State song was recently changed to Because I Got High.
That's a great song. I love
South Dakota's state song is Hail South Dakota.
South Dakota's state song is Why the Fuck Are You Here?
Yeah. The song was voted a fan favorite out of 158 other songs. And that's why it got chosen.
Huh.
Tennessee has 10 state songs.
They all came from Nashville.
Not a single one of them mentions Nashville. We got My Homeland, Tennessee, When It's Iris Time in Tennessee, My Tennessee, Tennessee Waltz, Rocky Top, Tennessee, again, The Pride of Tennessee, a Tennessee Bicentennial Rap, Smoky Mountain Rain, and then Tennessee for a third time. There are 3 separate songs called Tennessee, and they're not the same song.
I had a friend who was super into the song Rocky Top.
Texas's state song is Texas Our Texas. And fun fact, the 1929 lyrics originally said largest and grandest, but when Alaska became a state, they had to change it.
Rhode Island State song is just the national anthem of Sicily, oddly enough.
Dad had things to say about Rhode Island. We got mobsters and lobsters.
Yeah. Utah's state song is Utah. This is the place. Vermont's state. Go ahead.
I vote we commission Carl to make a new Utah state song.
I vote we commission Carl to make New Jersey its state song. Vermont. These Green Mountains.
Rhode Island, pay cash because fuck the IRS.
Virginia's state song used to be Carry Me Back to Old Virginia, but it is now Our Great Virginia. Washington is Washington My Home. West Virginia has 4 state songs.
And yet they only just got indoor plumbing.
Yes, the West Virginia Hills, West Virginia my home. No, West Virginia my home sweet home. This is my West Virginia, and the fan favorite, Take Me Home Country Roads. Wisconsin's state song is Oh Wisconsin. And Wyoming has two. Wyoming and Wyoming Where I Belong. And that's all 50 states.
50 nifty United States.
From 13 original colonies.
Yes.
I know the song.
Yep, I had to do it in chorus.
I had to learn it in middle school.
It got stuck in my head for weeks.
The one I had to learn as well, because my mom did the children's choir at our church. There were songs for the books of the New Testament and songs for the books of the Old Testament. So I remember at some point someone at church was like, "Hey, can you name all the books of the New Testament?" And I'm like, "The first 4 books that come along are Matthew, Mark, and Luke, and John." And they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'm like, "Listen, you threw down the gauntlet."
Yeah. I had to learn those 50 states so many times.
West Virginia.
Anyways, what did I miss while I was doing that? I
Um,
hear rats.
I ran past some imps. And now we're dealing with a behemoth.
Are behemoths not just giant rats?
Not in this case.
It's funny you should say that, Sarat, because my aunt years ago moved from Atlantic City to Wyoming, basically, yeah, there are no people. Like when the couple of times she or her husband have had to get like a medical procedure done, it's like a 2-hour drive one way. They love being out in Wyoming where there are no people. They also miss pizza.
Oklahoma, okay, that is provide. Oklahoma, make cry.
Let's see if any of the songs from Oklahoma they should have used. It should have been "The Farmer and the Cowman Should Be Friends."
See, I've never actually seen Oklahoma, is the funny thing.
Funny thing is, I have the Hugh Jackman version in our DVD collection.
That sounds like a movie night to me.
I'm not in a rush.
To be fair, we are going to be seeing Spamalot on Friday.
We are going to be seeing Spamalot on Friday. We were going through the state songs.
Yes.
Spampton G. Spampton.
Now it's time to be a big shot. Big shot. Big shot. No, I didn't just launch my headphones off my head while I was doing that.
Now's your chance to be a big shot.
It's a good thing we don't have the camera on for this, because then people would have to see me seize while I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Special deal! Special deal! Special deal!
Hey, Becca, you guys had a state song, but it got removed for being racist. My apologies to Marilyn.
Yeah, I have seen Spamalot. It's been a few years, but Star got us tickets nearby.
Yep, one of the local theaters is doing a performance.
Oh, only a verse did. New Jersey doesn't have a state song, and that annoys me.
Which is why when Carl's feeling better, she is totally doing a song for it. She doesn't know this yet.
we're gonna give Carl a bunch of drugs and see what Carl comes up with.
Carl already has a bunch of drugs. She just got surgery.
I know, but more.
Just like that.
Whoops.
The birds killed you.
I think the behemoth did.
Friggin' birds.
I blame the birds.
I blame Nichols.
Oh god, that was a great game.
Yes.
I have no context for what you're talking about, so I'm just going to agree.
Oberdin.
Yeah, Oberdin.
That game I still haven't seen anything from.
It is awesome.
If you're gonna play it blind.
Yeah.
How does one play Obra Dinn?
It's point and click.
Yeah. Basically, this random
Is
shit...
it a Steam game?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's done by the guy who did Papers, Please.
Lucas Pope.
Yeah.
On a scale of Monkey Island to that really close game.
Yeah.
Good.
The simple answer here. You are part of the East India Trading Company. This mysterious trading vessel shows up in the harbor after like 5 years of being missing, and nobody's left on board. You have to figure out what happened to everybody.
Are there ghosts?
Yes, well, sort of.
Let's go! I love ghosts.
Like, you have this magical watch that lets you go back to the moment a person dies.
It is a great game. We did it for Spooktober last year, along with
Lean more towards like Monkey Island or Ghost Trick.
This is more.
How familiar are you with, let me think, Edith Finch / Dear Esther?
Okay, I get what you're talking about. Okay, I could see myself playing that.
No, it's genuinely really cool. Like
yeah, you get to pretty much be a detective.
yeah, and again, like last year for Spooktober, we were doing Gabriel Knight 2 and Obra Dinn. Star picked Obra Dinn. I picked Gabriel Knight 2. Obra Dinn was the much better game. Much better.
Yep. Raven also did it on his channel with Surratt and V.
Sounds fun.
This year's
If all of you enjoyed it that much, I will.
This year's Spooktober game is gonna be really cool.
Hearing you guys say that, and the more you guys excited I become.
Yeah, we have some fun things planned upcoming.
Oh yeah.
The hell is that?
Robot Centaur, yes.
Oh, that's
it's
friggin' it's the Berserker, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't we fight one of these last time?
Yes, we did. And we just found another one.
Didn't it take like 20 years to kill the last one?
This might go a little faster now, we'll see.
Either we're higher level or that thing has less health.
My love for you is like a truck berserker.
I keep coming up with new character concepts that like kind of make sense, but at the same time don't.
Yep.
Yeah, Surratt's into YouTube because he's at work and Twitch mobile sucks.
Yeah. Like I'm learning about the new concepts like Taiji and Wuji,
Oh.
which are basically related to yin and yang.
Mm-hmm. There's an Okinawan karate place right down the street from us. Maybe once I actually figure out what the hell my job schedule winds up being, and once we figure out, like, money, I'll start going there.
Okay, so Wuji, yin and yang to become Taiji. With the potential, Taiji is relative potential. Basically, realism versus imagination.
Courage, did you... Okay, that was going to be my question. I was going to ask if you meant strip mall, because... Because honestly, either of those seem plausible for the state of Florida.
Yeah.
Welcome to my strip karate dojo.
First, I would not put it past you.
Yeah.
The Okinawan karate place actually does some weapons training too. I don't know how advanced you have to be in there, what the requirements are, but it's like you can learn to do Sai among other things. It's like, oh, that'd be cool. And of course, the place closer to where both of us work does that. I can't remember the name of it, but the Korean sword fighting.
Yeah.
I feel like if you learn bow staff right, Oh, Courage, that reminds me. Have you seen any of the stuff for the new Mortal Kombat game coming out?
Okay, Johnny Cage is even of an ass.
He is even more of an ass. So, I haven't kept up with Mortal Kombat because I haven't had a thing that can play it in a long time, but,
I'm not actively keeping up with it. It just comes across my timeline every now and then.
like, it's one of those franchises that has a very special place in my heart, because it was one of the two things that taught me that video games can have a story. But, basically the premise of the new Mortal Kombat is at the end of the last one, Liu Kang became a god and somehow got a MacGuffin that let him essentially reboot the universe. So
Yes, that's exactly what happened, pretty much.
So he's reboot everything into a way that he thinks will bring about peace. So, like, Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they're no longer people from rival clans, they are actually brothers, and Smoke is their adopted brother, and his mask looks stupid. Melina and Katana are actually biological sisters. Rain is being trained as a wizard. Johnny Cage is an asshole, because that's apparently a universal constant.
No, Johnny is essentially unchanged.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that he's starting to fail.
Let's see here. Raiden is a human and a Shaolin monk, but he still has lightning powers. Kung Lao, pretty much unchanged. And so the whole premise is like, will this universe be at peace, or are there certain things that not even a god can change?
I mean, the whole tournament is only happening because they want to fight.
Yep. We haven't seen Reptile yet, but I'm hoping for Reptile.
I mean, with that and Street Fighter 6 being released, with Street Fighter 6, I've seen so many affronts to God already. You can make people bioluminescent.
I mean, if Blanca can catch on lightning... Oh, you like
in the character creator,
Yep.
you can make your character bioluminescent. It's glow reason.
I know nothing of the plot of Street Fighter 6 except that the final boss was like M. Bison's accountant or something.
Also, Street Fighter 6. Yeah, stuff can get modded now. There's a lot of modding happening. So you can fight female Bison. Who is a Dami mommy.
To be fair, Cammy was essentially a female clone that he was going to try to put his brain and powers into.
Yes, but this is just Bison, but thick. With 3 C's and a Q.
So many ladders for a violent accountant.
Hold on, let me find the model.
But yeah, the game where people were inexplicably robots, Mortal Kombat 3. That was because one of your friends got you the strategy guide for the original arcade game. I remember that. Oh yeah, Rose was
That's
Bison's good half. Yeah.
I can't find it, but be aware that it exists. You want to know what a good fighting game is? Marvel vs. Capcom.
We got a lot of mileage out of Marvel vs. Capcom too.
The best character is Phoenix Wright because he fights using his assistant.
See, I haven't played I haven't played more Marvel vs. Capcom 3 or Ultimate.
Phoenix Wright fights using Maya and sneezing. Oh, there's another one. Scratch that there too.
Shut.
Watch them do a fusion dance.
If only.
Why don't you just keep sleeping? Alright?
Like, most of them only have, like, one arm thing.
They
Do a
seem to be
fusion
pretty easy to
dance.
break, so.
Anyways, I have not been paying attention. What is going on?
We're still just going through this hallway training, really.
Pretty much.
Ah,
After we beat up Sid.
hallway clone number 23.
Exactly.
So,
What if I made a Final Fantasy point and click?
Hmm.
So on TV tropes, there's something called like the 8 words of death. There's an article called that, and it's basically if you were doing a work of fiction, and someone is reading your work of fiction, and they say this, you have failed. I don't care what happens to these people.
Yeah.
FF13. I'm sorry, game, but I don't care what happens to these people.
The only character I truly care about is Chuck.
And Chuck's not so much a character as much as a set piece.
Yeah, and I know for a fact Chuck lives in the next game, so yeah, I don't really care what happens to any of these guys. I have no reason to like any of them.
Like, I don't want anything bad to happen to them, I don't want anything good to happen to them. Most of these characters are just kind of there.
Useless. I can see why not a lot of people enjoy this game.
Like, it does have its fans, and like, every so often there's an element where I'm like, okay, I see what you were going for there, or... All the Bravest, I've never heard of that. Like, I know on the Enix side of things, one of Yuji Hoari's first games was a visual novel. They are well dressed, yes. Every girl's crazy about a sharp-dressed man.
Star is well dressed.
I mean, right now he's in his pajamas, so yes.
Hey!
Alright, time to open this big door.
And then get on the floor. Now
Should I take my clothes off before or after?
Now we're gonna walk the dinosaur.
So you say that.
Oh, God damn it.
This is the part with the dragon, isn't it?
Looks like
Yes.
it's a dead end.
Should be anyway.
Let's see. Is it an actual dragon or a metal dragon?
Yeah, we're about to find out.
This place
place is a boot camp for the sea. All kinds of challenges from Grand Pulse are waiting.
Challenges, huh? To get us all ready to go wipe out Cocoon?
We can wait here if turning Seath sounds better.
I have had enough of this!
Anyone up for a game of Uno?
Out? Who said there was one? Bring it on. My mind
Time
is made
to
up.
fight something.
Maybe I will end up a Seath. Till that happens, I'm gonna make Sarah proud.
You need to feed that to one of your
I
Tims.
myself to admit that this tear.
God, Battle in Wonderworld.
That's why I kept.
Again, it's not often that I feel the need to apologize for a streamer in LP. I feel the need to apologize for that
I
one.
didn't need to.
That comes out next week, I think.
Oh boy.
At the end of next week, but still.
Oh, it's finally starting?
Now I get it.
Yeah, I
What this
think it should be
tear's been
starting
telling
next
me
Friday.
is to not let our focus win.
Joy.
It's not the fallacy we should listen to. It's Sarah and Reigns. Do you know why? 'Cause our focus doesn't matter. What matters to me is that we.
You know what? I'm gonna watch the whole thing
Whatever it takes.
and then give my opinion.
Same here.
Again, the post-mortem on Balin that we do in the last video is we do some we have some discussion.
Alright. I'm in.
Thank you, Chuck.
Come on.
And now lightning squishes the chocobo.
There you go. That's right.
Count me out. If you all want to go it on your own, then so will I. Bang. Let Cocoon get
Saz has a gun, just saying.
What's it to me?
Yeah,
Die.
we're definitely getting towards the end of Chocobo's dungeon.
Yeah.
If you don't have the nerve for it, I'll do it myself. Go on alone.
Oh, betrayal.
Get stronger. And smash Cocoon out of the sky.
Chocobo's dungeon isn't brilliant, but it was fun.
You turn Seath and there's no coming back. I'm not letting it end that way. Ah!
Good.
So Fang opened the door and got on the floor.
Yep.
Everybody walk the dinosaur.
Time for us to fucking walk the dinosaur.
And let me guess, Fang's gonna end up being Ragnarok.
Bahamut. What have you done?
What's he doing here? Come to take pity on me? Come to take care of a...
What have you done to Bahamut, Final Fantasy?
That thing's here to help us?
Yeah, help. That's what Eidolons do. They help us. Eidolons are our salvation. If we can't decide what to do next, then come put us out of our misery!
Wait, so you haven't made up your mind
A square.
Why are you protecting me? What are you doing? Protecting one of our own. We can do without their brand of mercy.
Square, you have one job with Bahamut.
I'm fighting this focus to the
Make it look cool.
We all are.
Bahamut is the king of the dragons. He's the king of the dragons.
That is not a... That is nation.
I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Looks
Ready when
like...
you are.
It's boss time!
a- This is... Looks like a demon. That apparently has two wings. That's wings. And is...
They turned Bahamut into a hornet toad.
Give it your best shot.
Be careful.
I feel like if you cracked them open, you'd find a tiny person inside piloting it.
They gave him a nice codpiece.
Yes, to protect Bahamut's massive dong.
Bring it on!
The whole Final Fantasy XIII sponsored by Bad Dragon.
What's with the countdown?
That's how long we have until game over.
Oh. Fun.
That's basically Doom.
Appreciate it. No mercy! All in the wrist. This'll be quick.
Yeah, when does Bahamut show up and slaughter this thing for... I got my fingers down at the salon.
Well, while this is happening, I'm just gonna use the bathroom real fast.
Okay.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
Cheers!
Take a pull from my cider there.
That's fair.
They made so many odd design choices in this game.
And wait for it.
Oh, Christ. Okay. That's just the fucking Fox Legendary from Pokemon Violet. The friggin' future motorcycle dragon. Pokemon ripped off Final Fantasy XIII.
Yep.
Maybe that thing did save us.
I suppose you'd be willing to call it a sign of me.
Surprised you didn't just go for that in all one go.
I considered it.
Listen, keep our eyes on the goal and we'll figure something out. All right.
Water and fire! Why? Hey.
Being a Lassie doesn't have to mean you can't do what's right.
You smell like pineapples now.
There's a reason for that. Oh, God, I still need to track down if Mackenzie's cider is available for sale anywhere around here, because that stuff was delicious. Once again, we still don't have a copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Violet. We're not rushing out to get them, obviously, as we would have by now.
Yep.
But if we were to wind up with a copy of them mysteriously, we wouldn't complain.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Yes, we did. Also, Bahamut turned into, well, what did you explain?
You're familiar with Pokemon Violet, right?
Please, and don't tell me it turned into Koraidon.
It turned into the box,
Miraidon. That one.
the one from Violet. Yes.
Okay. Why? Why are they all motorcycles?
Because
Is there like Is there some kind of racing element?
Because it looks
Like-
cool, I guess.
Like, are we about to wacky races this? What's happening here?
welcome to Let's Play Wacky Wheels.
Wacky Races was a good show.
Why is he wearing a 15 deep cut shirt there?
Because he's Snow.
Because he's Snow. Snow does,
It's because he's voiced by Troy Baker.
Look at that.
What?
and everyone was by Troy automatic.
An airship?
And it's from Grand Pulse.
If I smell like pineapple because I'm drinking an Angry Orchard tropical cider to cope with this. This game has driven me to drink.
That's a gate to Grand Pulse.
I wish I could drink. But I can't. Legally.
So what? That's our exit? Pulse? Or bust?
Could be one of Daisley's traps.
Well, that's
They re-released Chocobo GP without the microtransactions, and we were like,
No more of these ships.
we
taking
should
charge
get
of
that,
the
but we're not going to.
Yeah.
The only place this
They-
thing
They
They-
should have done it without the microtransactions in the first place.
Exactly.
It's a Grand Pulse ship.
Really?
Basically, we were like, we'll wait till the Nintendo Direct and see if the Nintendo Direct has anything we want. Because they might announce something like,
Either way,
I don't know, a Space Furry, or
well go.
finally have info on Metroid Prime 4, or a
Yeah.
Kid Icarus.
Tattoos.
Give me Kid Icarus, Nintendo, you cowards.
Like,
Never know.
as much as I want Space Furries, I feel like Kid Icarus is more likely and the safer bet, and I would not be mad about that.
It's worth going to take
Granted,
Or
Maybe.
Icarus Uprising
What
for the
about
Switch.
Dad?
yep. I definitely wasn't angry about those Mario announcements, though. We wound up pre-ordering Mario Wonder, which is why we didn't get Chocobo GP.
Only I
Yep.
would know what that was.
And Sakurai keeps talking about Kid
There's no way
Icarus.
of knowing what's right.
And
It's like-
baiting
All we
us.
can do is believe in ourselves.
This is a B movie with short periods of gameplay, which is kind of a huge problem I have with a lot of the AAA games nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm done with their lies.
That's why I play Nintendo shit. Because at least I'm getting a fucking game.
From here on out, I use
Yeah,
my eyes.
just like Puzzle and Dragons.
Cocoon
A
is
game that
Cocoon is a place. It's it's effectively a moon
Yep.
with a settlement on it.
Yep.
yeah,
As long as I'm the one who
Pulse
decided
is the
to
planet.
Yep.
There's nothing to regret.
When did you get to be a
All right.
motivational
Let's do it.
speaker,
I'm
kid?
with you. Bad choices and all.
Sometimes a bad choice is better than no
I'm not
choice at
sure how
all.
it's gonna turn out. Pulse is hell, you know.
Oh, is it now? How many times have you been there?
None. But I want to go. and see
Sure,
what it's
now
like
you
for
do.
myself.
Okay, people.
I was so hoping I was gonna get the pointy end in his
So,
hand and I was gonna stab him.
Absolutely.
I was hoping he was gonna catch it in his mouth.
But that would be. But then he'd be eating.
You're
his,
overestimating the capabilities of this game.
Yeah. Plus, you know, he'd be eating his girlfriend's tears.
They taste delicious.
Do I have to be concerned every time I cry around you now?
Mwah.
I mean, salt is very good.
Man.
That's why we have wheat thins.
I too
Are
want
we
a
back in
new
the
F-Zero.
flashback land?
But I think we all saw the glimmer of a dream.
Yeah,
We're back in flashback land. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's remind everybody. Everybody in this group was actually at that fireworks show.
The tiniest spark of hope. We could
If
just
if Nintendo announced a new F-Zero, I would pre-order it on principle.
Even if it had microtransactions.
who could say?
Nintendo wouldn't.
Nintendo doesn't seem to be as big on microtransactions as other games.
Yeah. I don't think
That's true.
they might have hellacious DLC, although that's more a Game Freak thing. But
I really... Everyone keeps talking about how Tears of the Kingdom's gonna get DLC. And I'm like... It has not even been out for 3 months yet.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild got DLC pretty quickly, but it wasn't... Like, it was like a side quest, a couple of side quests and some new equipment. It wasn't anything...
Huge.
Yep. I feel
Tears of the
like...
Kingdom started as a DLC.
Huh.
And then they're like, yeah, we're just gonna make a whole ass game. Like, I'm pretty sure originally the Sky area was going to be the DLC, and they were like, wait, we can do a lot more with this.
They did a shitload of DLC for Mario Kart, and nope.
Yeah,
That was a demon.
Yeah, did I forget to mention we got the giant sandworms in Pulse?
Shai Halud! The spice must flow. He who controls the spice controls the universe.
Every time you say that, I hear Shia LaBeouf.
So yeah, there's Bahamut.
Okay, what about the motorcycle lesbians?
Now they're just using Bahamut to save the kids.
Here goes.
We don't get to have the dyke bikes right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I'm great.
Grab on.
See, now that is an objectively correct ship. Anyone ship and Hope. The says.
So yes, welcome to Grand Pulse, everybody.
Oh, when did Saz get on?
I'm assuming that he fell when the ship broke.
I did not see Saz get on that thing. He made no noise. Therefore, Saz is dead. He has died. That is a ghost.
Just
I'm the ghost of Saz. Wait.
why do you
Wait.
sound like Super Kami Guru?
Wait, I know. You see, because of the way that refraction works, what you're seeing is Saz gets closer to the Earth and the atmosphere, where the atmosphere is thicker, there's a higher refraction angle. So when you see Saz up here, he's actually down there, so what you really have is a mirage.
It's a place where lives are
So tracks.
So, nope.
And the
The Chocobo is about to get eaten. Run, Chocobo, run!
Oh, it's the circle of life.
Also, as you saw, the Chocobo
There is no
had
such thing
braids.
as mercy.
Raided Chocobo.
Ending string of
Not
tribes.
there. Mirage.
What was that ghost? I don't remember.
Reigns knew the truth.
Ghost.
Purpose lying at the heart of
The
all
hell was
False's
that?
actions.
No, not any of
Restoring the
you.
lost deity
Not
and
you.
returning the world to its former glory.
Not the 13 ghosts of Scooby-Doo, even though it's special.
Never anything more than sacrifices.
Say if that's Cocoon up there.
You do.
That is a spinal column of some description.
Yes.
And could
Hello,
this
Captain
destruction-
Caveman.
It's just a way to
You're not the person I'm looking for, but
But would bringing the Maker back into this
I think the people of Pulse will be pleased to know that when they look at Saz,
Yep.
that he's not there.
Also, Adamantoise.
That's not what they look like. What the hell is that?
why are you questioning things?
That's like the giant robot we start on in Xenoblade.
See, I always thought it reminded me of like the Rock Titan
The
in
Maker
Disney's
created
Hercules.
False
Yeah.
in their desperation to be reunited with the Maker, created Lucy. And Lucy,
They gave the robot
I was
abs.
thinking of the Funky Phantom.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Funky Phantom, you know, what do you got going on? You got the tricorn hat and the sound cooler? What makes you so funky? One of the things I remember from Harvey Birdman. I may have to post that in the server later.
Melon.
Those are melon.
Well, I guess they're choco nuts.
Put the lime in the chocolate.
No, those are
Oh no, it just killed. Okay, no, it didn't.
You
It's
can't
bird
kill me, I'm a
proposed.
marketable plushie.
But as long as we can keep our spirits up.
But Chester and Chestnut are on the bookshelf.
They are. I could grab them.
But we don't have the camera on, so
Yeah.
what's the point?
Because they
We
are
can make
fuzzy.
an army of Chucks.
You were having a dream.
Also, Fanny was fully ready to betray all of them like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. But yes,
Terrible writing.
welcome to Grand Pulse.
Welcome to Jurassic Park. Da, 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 da.
Oh my fucking god, it's a dinosaur!
Hey guys.
Jesus
Well,
Christ!
we already walked the dinosaur.
What the fuck? Holy fucking shit! Fucking dinosaur! Jesus Christ!
We've run out of
What
places to
the
search
fuck?
around here.
Jurassic Park or Harvey Birdman?
I'm assuming Jurassic Park.
Saz's age is showing. His joints hurt.
Hello.
Excuse me, my joints have been hurting since I was like 10.
Yes, but that's because you have medical issues. Saz's joints hurt because
Welcome
age.
to Zombocom.
You can do anything at Zombocom. Do you know who's a huge fan of the Mummy movies? Griffin.
Oh yeah, where did Hope go? He's gone.
Griffin's actually
Missed
coming
him.
back from her honeymoon tomorrow, I believe.
Wow, that was fast.
Yay! More Griffin. I mean, I don't interact with Griffin that much, but when we do, it's funny.
Again, I've known her for like 15 years, so...
I've known her for less than one. I think. Or it might be more than one at this point. I'm not good at keeping track of things. I have to write down anything that I need to do, or I'm going to forget it. With the exception of this stream, because this stream is consistent. Are those eggplants?
They are all round.
Those are eggplants.
Elrond, are we gonna start up a department store?
I don't think that
Elrond, are we going to the Elvish capital?
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard! To Isengard! To Isengard! They're taking the hobbits to Isengard!
Not to Mordor. I mean, you can't just die.
It's been a long time since I've watched the Lord of the Rings movies.
Same.
I months ago because Waffle told me to. I mean, I enjoyed The Hobbit. I enjoyed all 3 Hobbit movies. I might as well watch the Lord of the Rings movies.
The Lord of the Rings movies are better, which isn't to say that I did not enjoy the Hobbit movies. In fact,
I enjoyed them both equally.
oh, Waffle's birthday is tomorrow? Really?
Oh, okay.
I knew it was sometime
Technically-
this month.
Yeah, I mean, technically it already started because
yeah, true. 'Cause
he's
we
5 hours ahead. So I already wish him happy birthday in another server that I'm in. I'll wish him again when it hits midnight for us.
Yep,
Remember to celebrate Waffle Day.
by eating pancakes.
That wasn't where I
Yeah.
was going with that. But by giving him all of your Piplups and playing Fire Emblem and Xenoblade and being the biggest Axios man that you can.
Create a new big man character specifically for Waffle.
Yes. Be large and in charge.
And considering it, I kind of want to make a barbarian.
Barbarian's a fun class to play.
Yeah, but every time I think of how I would do the rage mechanic, I'm like, I debate between just having him do rage and get really angry, or do the split personality thing, which is overdone.
I've seen people talk about like making their rage, because you can do rage as other emotions.
Yeah.
I've seen other, like one shit post I've seen is like, they're in combat and suddenly the barbarian's weeping. Aha! I see you're crying! These tears are not for me. They pull out their axe.
I do not cry because I have to kill you. I cry because I can only kill you once.
Oh god, that feels like a Father Motherfucking Anderson line.
Yeah.
You were a good boy. It's a shame you turned into such a shit man. Alexander Motherfucking Anderson.
Well, now I'm starting to think, like, what if you just made an incredibly horny barbarian?
Yeah, one of my friends was considering doing that in the in-person game.
They get turned on by violence.
Yeah.
Honestly, they've fallen in love with violence.
I mean, if you think about it, would Popeye be considered a barbarian because he goes into a rage whenever he eats spinach?
I think he would be more of a paladin, honestly.
No, I can see him as barbarian.
Oath of the Spinach Paladin.
Like a dwarven barbarian that wears a monocle and axe. Hopefully we're fine until he engages rage.
I know, I understood that reference.
He takes the monocle off and his entire personality changes.
That's exactly what happens.
Yep.
Blood, piss, kill. Oh, I say, there seems to be an awful lot of carnage that happened behind me. Is everyone alright?
Everyone hiding horrified.
Black Mage was terrified of Berserker Axe and Head.
Understandable. I mean, I would have to run it by whoever my DM would be to see if I could make an incredibly horny barbarian.
Normally for marshals, let me run that past. I mean, we have some of the group here. I kind of want to run it past everyone else in the group to make sure they were okay with it.
It would be hilarious, but I would fully understand if it didn't happen. I just want to make a barbarian, honestly.
Yep. Barbarian is, again, it's a fun class, and it's very much a point directly at that guy over there.
Pretty much. And the wild magic barbarian would work really well.
As far as starting classes go, like, for learning the game, you could do worse than barbarian.
This is true. You could be a ranger.
I mean, ranger, if you set it up right, can be simple to use, although it's generally considered to be one of the underpowered classes. In my experience,
the least used class on D&D Beyond was Druid.
Druid is hard. Druid is good. Druid is hard. Druid has a lot of options, not all of them intuitive. Generally casters tend to be very powerful, but it's a matter of figuring out how to set them up right. And there's a lot of options, a lot of things to keep track of, whereas with, like, fighters, barbarians, rangers to an extent, it's, okay, I am going to run up to that fucker there, and I am going to hit him.
I mean, currently my rogue is doing really well with his violence. I had to roll 3 strength checks in a row, and I got 2 of them. And these were underwater strength checks.
Rogue is fun. It's a little less straightforward than like fighter or barbarian because it's all about. Well, number one, there's skill monkeys, which every party needs one. Number two, it's like, okay, I have to get into the right position for battle at the right time to exploit their weakness for massive damage.
I keep thinking that I might multi-class this rogue into a barbarian.
That's not necessarily optimal, but that doesn't mean you can't do it.
No, it's not optimal, it's for flavor.
Well, like, I multi-classed Okasan into a Warlock because I thought it was really, really funny.
Like, either Flan.
That also gives Okasan, like, a ranged option now because he has heat vision.
Yep.
That's amazing. But I keep thinking to myself, like, do I really want to do this? Because I'm going to take Swashbuckler as my subclass as a rogue. Because it's the only one that fits flavor-wise. Because my rogue is more a dexterity rogue than anything.
And all rogues should, like, dex should be their primary stat.
Yeah. Less sneaky, more going to rob you.
Okay.
So, I could actually pull up the stats. So, Scrolly.
Scrolling.
Alright.
Toxic barrel scrolling. They're so hot and glowing, we'll die.
We have a 15 in dexterity, a 13 in strength, a 14 in constitution, a 12 in both wisdom and charisma, and a 9 in intelligence. Obviously, you got your standard stuff, thieves' tools, light armor, yada yada. I did switch out the main weapon for a hand axe because the flavor. I intend to let backstory purposes. And how I'm tighter in the party, so that happened. And I have proficiencies in sleight of hand.
Did you just get the bug with your hand?
And acrobatics.
Maybe. So we're gonna be having 2 different D&D campaigns going on in with Raven's group. There's the Bastard Smalls where Yowza would have the Arcane Trickster, and then the second one, which is currently in progress, is in the process of starting up. I don't know when we're starting that up, but it's going to be one I'm DMing. Still in the Shattered Isles, but the Galistan Marshals. Basically, we're way off the edge of the map. We're a bunch of criminals, and we've been requisitioned to be the local city watch, effectively. Surat's character for that was a work of art.
Yes, I've heard about it.
One of Raven's characters for that is a work of art.
How long has it been since we left Cocoon?
And also, yes, Hope managed to get himself injured, getting a bucket of water.
God damn it, Hope.
Moron. Yeah, my character is certainly coming.
Could go a little further.
He caught cholera.
There's still one place.
He dysentery.
Are you sure?
Because this is now. Welcome to the Oregon Trail,
Find anything this time?
Cock the wagon and float!
Chance.
I've managed to succeed on the Oregon Trail on my first ever try.
Oh, nice.
Place it all began.
I've never been able to replicate
Place
it.
where the pulse fell sealing.
See, the one we had as a kid, when I was a kid, was Oregon Trail 2, which has a lot more options.
Just maybe. It'll be the place where we find the
I consistently wound up getting shot in that game whenever Courage was in charge. It's like, oh, Jared got shot.
Go ahead without me.
See, I just ended up shooting. 9 times out of 10, I just ended up shooting everything and everyone, so...
Showed me
And the dysentery killed me.
There's actually a challenge run of Oregon Trail 2, because they have a bunch of items which have bizarre effects. Oh, the tattoos are,
That marks them as the little C, and pretty much if, as you can see, they're opening up. If it opens up all the way, they basically turn into zombies.
Yep. So they're
Yes.
servants of Space God.
Yeah.
Yes, but they didn't want to be, and also it makes everyone racist against them.
Yep.
It'd be better for everyone if I just stayed behind.
God.
Oh,
Oh my
it's
God.
Your turn, okay.
Yep.
That...
Well, I know what summon he's getting. I can't think of a way for them to make it worse.
Is it Carbuncle, or is it Odin?
No, Lightning has Odin. That's Alexander.
You know?
That's not the worst thing in the world.
That,
Mention ordeals?
compared to some of the other things Alexander has looked like,
This is a gift.
that's
This is
positively coherent.
And
That's a
it's
lot
telling
of
you not to
pipes.
give up. Trust me.
Well, I mean, Bartendles has his own choir, so why doesn't then Alexander's just his own living pipe organ?
See, like,
Show you that you've got
every time I've seen Alexander in a Final Fantasy game, like, and he's shown up in a lot, my response is always, what the hell am I looking at?
Those aren't pipes. Those are just horns with rings on the end.
PM, stamps at your service. I have all the greatest deals and steals right here for your perusal. Buy one, get one, and my satisfaction is guaranteed, or double your money back. Oh, something went wrong with Fangs.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to that part of the story yet, but...
Yeah, Fang's got all fucked up. The only thing I know about what's happening right now is that there's a big metal guy that we kinda have to fight.
Yeah.
Normally, Alexander looks like a building. So again, compared... this makes sense to me. It's like, okay, we're summoning a giant holy monster. Okay. I can wrap my head around this.
Have we seen Gilgamesh yet?
Nope. As far as I know, Gilgamesh isn't in this game.
Oh, Gilgamesh is the best.
Give it your best shot.
Hit Google.
In real life and in these games, Gilgamesh is always the best.
Gilgamesh.
I especially like Gilgamesh in the Nicholas Flamel series, because they make him an idiot.
Alexander just made lightning go flying.
He shows up in Final Fantasy XIII too.
Okay.
Okay, so, I don't know if you guys have ever read the Nicholas Flamel series. I highly doubt that you have.
I have not.
But Gilgamesh is an immortal in that series. And he's lived for so long that he's basically forgotten everything.
What the
He
fuck?
remembers stuff occasionally, but not very often.
So yeah, he kind of turns into a bunch of rooks, it looks like.
He becomes a wall.
A wall of rooks, yeah.
That's some beast you take. I'll tell you that.
So
That's not a beast. That's just straight up a dude.
So Marvel actually has, because Gilgamesh is the
I
oldest
think maybe they're here to snap us out of our
written story that we still have.
The one
Yep.
Marvel actually has a character, Gilgamesh. He's one of the Eternals. He's also known as the Forgotten One because he's been around so long he's forgotten his name. So that's a thing that comes up not infrequently. An idea that comes
Gilgamesh
up.
from Nicholas Flamel is absolutely batshit. Like, he'll teach you how to use your magic, you're just probably gonna die in the process.
Man, don't call this place
In the original myth of Gilgamesh, which was from Uruk in Phoenicia, I believe, Gilgamesh was like the daughter. the son of a priest and a god. So he's 2/3 god. He has incredible, fantastic strength, but is also mortal.
We were at least
Well, how can you be 2/3 God if you have two parents? Would it be half?
No, in the story they specifically say 2/3, and it's because they didn't have a good understanding of how ancestry works.
Fair point.
But like a good chunk of Gilgamesh's story is him trying to seek immortality. Spoilers: he fails, but after he dies, he ends up becoming a god and becoming judge of the dead. But
Yeah.
like,
Let's go.
But every single other version of Gilgamesh I've read, he succeeds. Except for in the original. Does that mean technically everything is fan fiction of Gilgamesh?
yep. What the? Oh, it's
It's a kind of Seath. It's in the last stage.
Seath.
Don't worry.
So yeah, on top of turning into a zombie, if you fail your focus, after a certain fashion, you lose your ability to walk and become this rock.
They'd lose the will to go on and turn to
Eh.
stone.
I say use it as a boomerang.
Even in this state.
and yes, everyone in the party has a tattoo.
Yep. Vanille's is on her butt. Lightning's is on her boobs.
My focus.
So they're doomed to eternal regret, huh?
Hey, we should help this one out.
Oh, here are the side quests.
Yep.
Listen, if we fail our focus, it could be us suffering like that.
Wow.
And if you complete their focus, they get to go free.
Yeah.
His way to help someone. That's snow all over.
And also, if you complete these, they become fast travel spots for varying areas in Pulse. Because guess what, everybody? If
It's
you look
open.
at the map over there, no hallways!
Starting to sink in.
It's been more than 20 fucking hours a game.
Yep.
And we're finally out of the hallways.
That's why they say it gets good at the 20-hour mark.
Oh my god.
Define good.
We're in an open world now,
Yes.
and there are a lot less hallways in an open world.
Yep.
And we still have another 15 hours of this game.
I should probably start leveling everybody up.
Were they drunk when they were making this game?
Probably.
Damn it.
You know what? We get in my RPG. I keep getting lost. I keep getting lost in my RPGs because the RPGs is too complex, too complicated. Oh my god. 10 out of 10 best game now. RPG is too complex, so we should have an entire RPG in the hallway. You only go in the one direction. And there'll be cutscene after cutscene boss fight.
Yeah.
Kinda like the second disc of Xenogears. Cause disc 2 of Xenogears was the best disc of Xenogears.
At least it's not Chrono Cross.
Again, like, I want us to do Chrono Cross sometime, and I know so many people who are like, I want in on that, and I'm like, listen, if we have everybody who wants in on that LP, we're gonna have just, like, a 20-person LP, and that's unreasonable. But, like, Chrono Cross, much like Xenogears, kind of invites discussion about, like, what elements work, what elements don't. Do that. are the elements that don't work really that bad? Are the elements that work really that good? And so on and so forth. We're gonna... So you have to fight Pope, and then it turns into God. And then after that, you're gonna have to fight knockoff Sephiroth. Then we're gonna have you...
dies.
We're gonna have you fight Colonel Sanders. Because he's got delicious
Carl is
chicken.
already dead.
Yeah.
Carl died.
Carl is dead.
There
The Pope is alive.
There is no joy in Mudville. Carl dead.
At least we still have Chuck.
Yes.
At least I got chicken.
Please do not eat the Chocobo.
Nah.
If you're going to eat something, eat Star.
Not making the joke.
I don't joke. And this time I made it intentionally. I accidentally made the joke yesterday because I wasn't thinking. This time I did it intentionally. Plus, Lantern bites you anyway, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kentucky Fried Chocobo.
Do not Kentucky Fry the Chocobo.
I'm a Kentucky Fried Chocobo. Sprinkle
Doesn't
looking
go
good.
well with your barbecue.
Barbecue. Gonna get me some of that, Bob. I could barbecue me a Chocobo. Use that Alabama barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Is there a sequel to Rhapsody?
There actually is. There are two, in fact, and those are actually going to be coming to the U.S. for the first time in 20 years in August.
On August 30th, if I'm not mistaken.
Please. I am willing to watch. Because I watch, I out of any amount, that's great.
Well, those
The Return of the MILF Brigade.
those may be in the pipeline. We may be talking about LPing that. Granted, we have a huge backlog of videos that's going to be going up, but once those games come out, we're probably going to start recording them pretty quickly.
Yeah. Granted, they may not come out till November, but...
Yep.
I just want the MILF Brigade again, man.
The MILF Brigade was pretty hilarious.
I'm pretty sure they do come back in the sequels.
I mean, it's an NIS game, and those... NIS does some unhinged shit, and it's great.
I hope the chef comes back.
I don't know if he does.
I think he actually does.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think I remember reading on, like, the TV tropes page for Rhapsody, like, he shows up in the second game.
Oh, cool.
That'd be great. I like the chef. Unfortunately, we do not get... God damn it. No, I don't remember things. Why must my brain be... I thought, but I can't remember any names. Everything.
Sheep!
I'm riding a sheep on this morning of glory. I'm riding a sheep in the middle of the night.
What was the fairy thing's name?
Kootaroo.
Awful gentle.
Kootaroo.
They've managed to
No
survive here
Kootaroo.
somehow, huh?
Nope. Well, Kootaroo is actually going to be the name of Cornan Ferdinand's daughter.
So, Kootaroo, but not the same.
Yes.
Kootaroo, but slightly to the left.
Yes.
It's that a water weird?
Kind of.
Yeah. That's our
Oh, is
first
it
side
wet?
quest.
It's a wet flan.
It's an ecto pudding.
Oh my god. That is substantially worse.
This is no pudding fit for a man. Okasan will fight this. Giga! Grrr! Beak!
If we put it in a bowl, would he eat it?
No.
No, he probably beat it up.
Yep. You've never experienced Caudible, have you?
No, I have not. Because
I think.
I look at it and I'm like, oh, I could watch that. And then I realize I have better things to do with my time.
Caudible is brilliant.
Yeah.
Hot.
I also know that Caudible dark thing. Like hateful boyfriend or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, that's the bad boy love route.
Yep.
Caudible, it's all about come for the ridiculous premise, stay for the brilliantly well-written characters and the engaging storyline.
And also, I'm just saying, if I'm recalling correctly, Caudible takes place in post-apocalyptic times.
That's actually, the fact that it is post-apocalyptic is actually a huge spoiler.
Like, that's the only thing I can remember. Besides Oko-san being Oko-san. Because I watched parts of Caudible. Like, I definitely remember watching a part of it. Could not tell you which part, all I know is Oko-san is. Somebody come get their dog.
The dog barfed on me.
This is why you don't give dogs chocolate.
They must be chihuahuas. Chihuahuas breed of dog I do not like.
That's fair. Those aren't dogs, those are giant rats.
I'd argue that there are some rats bigger than dogs.
Yeah.
At least it's not a rat king.
No. Or a bunny king.
Rat kings are mildly terrifying.
Yeah. Who the hell put all these emotions in my bird dating sim?
Whoever the devs are.
Same people who, I don't know, who traumatized people from
Doki
evading
Doki.
taxes.
I still... My favorite comment we've gotten on any video ever has still been the one on that one damn Turnip Boy evades taxes, where Spires just... It was supposed to be about evading taxes. It was supposed to be about evading taxes. It was supposed to...
And now we've got the sequel that's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Where
that
we're
announced and
fighting in the revolution? Question mark?
We're robbing banks.
I thought we were doing identity theft.
I think that's part of it, but it's like Turnip Boy robs a bank.
I mean,
There's
after evading
something
taxes,
going
you
on.
gotta go up.
The thing is about Turnip Boy and its tax evasion, I tried to get into it, but it's so slow at the beginning that I could not get past it. I should give it another shot after I watch the 20 other things that I have to watch. Every day, my list of things gets longer.
I know that feeling.
Yep.
Well, we've got viciously dogged upon. Ooh, cute.
Dog bio.
We were viciously attacked by 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 stray dogs.
Yeah.
After leaving my theater that night. That'll be hilarious. Like, December-ish.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Is that Nintendo related?
That
No.
it's not Nintendo related.
Speaking of Nintendo, when that I'm going to watch Space Furries. Yay!
Yes.
So that's a stream series we've been talking about doing for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And like this year we were having trouble thinking of like what do we want to do for Nintendo for the stream, and we were like, we've been talking about doing Star Fox Adventure forever. Let's just do it. Let's do it blind, and we will have regrets. But I feel like it's going to be one of those games where we're gonna have interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how we react to it.
Yeah.
I sure do love watching a slideshow on my phone.
This stream brought to you by...
Movie phone?
This stream brought to you by Movie Phone. From the creators of Movie Phone, it's Movie Phone. A pack of wild dogs is stronger than Bahamut. The hell universe.
Shrug. Also, what's with Big Boy McGee over there?
The Adamantoids?
Yeah. You can fight that. I would not recommend doing it right now.
I mean, he's not doing anything to us.
No. And also, you can't use the Deceptisol to sneak up on him because obviously he's too big to be snuck up upon.
And weird penguins.
Wait.
Waffle, why have you betrayed us? Rangda. Actually, one of the bosses from both Mega Man X and Mega Man X5 is Rangda Bangda.
Are they a bird?
No, it's the wall. You were fighting the wall.
That is... It's surprising how many games you fight a wall.
Yeah.
Like we had to deal with that in Final Fantasy IV.
And 7.
Yeah. I mean, in Final Fantasy 7 you can fight the
you
house.
also have... Yeah, that's 7.
It's like, oh no! Home invasion.
It's the Hell House.
It's the Monster House.
Monster House is a great movie.
Oh! Nibelheim is weird country. In Nibelheim, you invade home. Back in Soviet Midgar, home invades you!
What do you mean by that?
Meanwhile, Sarat is going, did you just make a fucking Yakov Smirnoff reference? What the hell is wrong with you? I had a friend in high school. His favorite joke was in Soviet Russia, blank blanks you. He did it with literally everything, whether it made sense or not. Zatu, that's a Pokemon that I love. Which is weird given that it's a bird and we all know how I feel about birds.
I know, right?
Yeah, but Zatu is more alien than it is bird. don't think I have to wait to do anything tomorrow, so that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have to wake up to do anything tomorrow yet, aside from take care of things around the apartment.
Then you're...
And see you off to work, yes, that... that goes without saying.
Yes.
Yes. No words.
It's
No.
like, he doesn't have to do it, but I like that he does.
No. Only snuggles.
And we do that before I get ready for work.
Yeah.
You're going to have to explain why you're laughing. I cannot see.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. Sarat said I was typing out, did you really reference Yakov Smirnov when you said that?
They could make the Wild Magic Barbarian like Yakov Smirnov. I could make them the absolute most shit-eating character of all time. They think they're a really good assassin. They are not. I don't think they've killed a single person. It would be hilarious.
That reminds me of the Family Guy Star Wars.
I can make him like Usopp. A compulsive.
I need to watch One Piece. On the other hand, I don't want to because there's a lot of it there.
Yeah, I'm almost 200 episodes in. It has been a month. And I've been just... I DM Waffle with my things. It's great.
So,
because I usually end up reacting to it while he's asleep. So he just wakes up and reads through everything that I sent him.
Waffle is friend-shaped.
Yep.
So
yeah, Waffle is friend-shaped.
So you know how... Have you ever heard me reference My Little Pony, Friendship is Dragons, or Darths and Droids?
Darths and Droids, yes. The other one, no.
Okay, so Friendship is Dragons is similar to Darths and Droids, except instead of Star Wars, it's My Little Pony.
Okay.
There is a One Piece comic like that. It's called, like, Grand Line 3.5, and it's based around D&D 3.5, because that's when the person started writing it, I'm pretty sure. But, like, one of the central conceits of this one is that, like, two of the players are huge min-maxers, which is how we get Luffy and how we get Zolo. Zoro, yep.
But the thing about Usopp is a compulsive liar. So I could make a compulsive liar like, I'm the best assassin in the world. Has never killed a person.
I wasn't able to stick with Grand Line 3.5 just because I'm not familiar with the source material and the jokes just weren't grabbing me as much. Usopp's flair is like football player who has a crush on the person playing the main chick, so he joins the D&D game, and he has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, that's kind of how Usopp works. Usopp is just the luckiest motherfucker on the planet.
I think in the webcomic they made...
His entire face broke, and he lived. Like, we visibly watched his skull crack. Like, there was a whole animation of his skull cracking, and he survived that. Like, not even cracking, it shattered.
I think in the webcomic, like, the way that Danji happens is, like, he's a random NPC they meet, and something happens where, like, the DM has to do a skill roll with him, and he just keeps rolling natural 20s, so the party's just like, this is the greatest NPC ever! Can we keep him?
Sanji is the cook.
Yep.
He's just really good with his legs. It is also the horniest motherfucker on the planet.
Go to horny pirate jail. That's a different character in Skies of Arcadia. He's a bad guy.
Yeah, but Sanji, he has lost fights over his love for women. Like, there was this one guy who could, like, transform, and he kept transforming into a girl, and Sanji physically cannot bring himself to hit a girl.
This feels like an early Dragon Ball joke.
And this goes through the whole series. He cannot hit women. It goes against his moral code. And also because he just is attracted to women. And apparently Oda, the creator, found that hilarious. So it goes for the entire thing. So far, it's going.
So, you know, sometimes you're writing something and you have like a joke in the thing you're writing and you're like, I don't care if anybody else thinks this is funny. This joke is for me.
Yes, but it is actively detrimental to the entire rest of the show. Because, like, he waits hand and foot on the two female crew members. And for the rest of them, he's like, yeah, guys, just go eat stuff. I left it in the kitchen. And the other two, he serves them, like, fancy drinks and fancy snacks and stuff. He is the world's biggest simp.
Oh, God. I have no idea when we're gonna do Skies of Arcadia, but that's gonna be fun.
Anything with you guys is fun.
Aww.
Right, I can't get into that area because I still have to do a thing.
Doing things usually helps.
Yes, but this one is a particular one that I think people will like.
Chocobos?
Chocobos.
Yeah!
We gotta do a few side quests before we can get to it, but yes, eventually we can get to a side quest where we can unlock chocobos to ride.
Let's go. Are they custom?
They are not customizable, unfortunately.
No.
But they have braids.
Adequate.
The Legend's about to sneeze.
Maybe.
I'm listening. I'm waiting for the cat sneeze.
Wow, it's a stubborn one.
Kitten sneeze. Kitten sneeze.
I do not sneeze like a kitten.
Yes, you do. Stop lying.
You should also hear him hiccup.
Hey!
My hiccups are just painful.
We cannot race the chocobos.
Sadly. The thing about whenever I get hiccups, it just hurts.
In Soviet Pulse, chocobos race you!
I thought you were going to say chocobos ride you for a second.
They might, you never know.
That's in the Rule 34 version of Soviet Pulse.
I bet you somewhere in the Final Fantasy universe, and who lets their chocobo ride them. Because people are weird. How much of a... No matter how much fantasy you put in, there's always weird people. Come to a cave.
I hear whimsical music.
So do I. There's a problem coming up.
Chuck Ride Saz. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true. Chuck Ride Saz. Welcome You don't. There's a bunch of Seath kind of dead on the floor.
Yeah, they won't activate until after we do some certain side quests.
There's an order to the side quests.
Some of them, yes.
Well, at least it's only some of them and not all of them. Because,
Okay.
like, some side quests leading to other side quests make sense, but if all of them have a specific order, it's not a side quest, it's just one long quest.
See, for the first side quest, you have to return this one guy's stolen goods. And then for the second side quest, you have to return some books to the library. For the third side quest, you have to translate one of those books for the guy whose stuff you got back. And for the fourth side quest, you have to go through a big door.
And for the fifth side quest, you go fight God. And this isn't even the God you're trying to fight. This is a completely optional God. And he's somehow harder than the final boss. Being laughed at and I don't understand.
Oh, you will.
What did I...
You cut out there.
something and I don't know what.
Out of my way!
Squinting. Are we gonna go fight a boss that's stronger than the final boss?
No. This is not even related to this game.
No, it's not. I am now keeping my eye on the chat.
Is it Octo?
Maybe.
That tracks. That feels like a game that would have bosses that aren't necessary.
There are a bunch of optional bosses in Octopath 2 in particular. There's a couple in Octopath 1.
Optional bosses are not optional in my opinion. You're going to go fight them. There's no other choice. I don't care if you have to finish the game first. I'm going to fight you.
Yeah, there's a point we got to in the Octopath 2 LP. I don't know when the first part of that goes up. No, the first part of it technically went up because because that was in Coup.
Yeah.
No, not Coup, Montwise.
Yeah.
Surratt was very unhappy with the start of that side quest.
Some side quests are annoying, like finding all of one particular item and then you get a golden poop.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Hestu. Did that bullshit not once, but twice.
This set of side quests eventually gives you something that eliminates all random encounters.
Yes.
It's useful. Hestu gives you a pile of poop. Literally.
I mean, Solando uses that in one of the fights in Dragon Quest XI.
It's a key item and you can't drop. It does nothing. The only thing it does in the second game is you can ask Hestu to dance whenever you want. And that is all it does.
Yeah, like, we got to, like, as we were getting to certain parts of this side quest, the entire time I was just like, how is Surratt going to react to this? I was not disappointed.
Understandable.
It's actually been fun, because we finished Storm and I finished our personal playthrough of Octopath 2 quite some time ago. So, like, we've been able to be like, okay, we know things that are coming up. Granted, Surratt actually has done a bonus dungeon or two that, like, we managed to miss, but,
Yeah.
But, like, because we know what's coming up, it's just like, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, haha, you found me. So many flans.
Yeah, and none of them we can eat.
Not with that attitude.
Simply summon Flonk.
Gravel was a pretty big reaction. But you had a bigger one somewhere. Octopath 2 is my personal game of the year. And I say this without exaggeration. It has become one of my favorite games. And, like, we still have a decent chunk of game left to record.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of good things, and we are coming to my favorite part of the game.
Yep.
So far, my favorite part of this game has been the part where Hope gets thrown off of things. He is on the cliff list.
There are so many characters in Fire Emblem Engage who I want to shove off a cliff.
Yeah. The big one right now, Hortensia.
You see, Hortensia, I want to shove off the cliff, and I'm shoving the horse after her. Because I want the horse to land on her.
I don't know who that is. Okay.
I'm cute! You'll do what I say! That's it. That's her character.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cliff immediately.
Yeah. She leapfrogged to the top of that list.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Anyone who acts like that deserves to get thrown off the cliff.
Yeah.
She's like one of the best healers in the game. Oh yeah.
That is
and
unfortunate.
there are still great songs for you to hear, Sarad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I may have sent some of the songs to Carl and have been like, you know, if you were to recommend this to, like, people who do internet lyricizing things, I would not be mad. Yeah, Octopath 2 has a phenomenal soundtrack.
Flying chocobos.
The Yasha Massif.
The Badrin Highlands. T's do not exist when they are in front of S's.
That sneeze is really trying to fight you, huh?
Yes, it is.
Please, someone find me a word that has a T and S that the T is pronounced. It has a T and S at the beginning of the word, and the T is also pronounced.
A tsunami sort of is.
Still more than a T. Like, no, tsunami. Like with a.
I actually had a friend from Burundi, and his last name was interesting to pronounce because it's an NS. So like most people kind of mispronounce it, and he's always understanding about it because again it's an odd combination of consonants. Basically most people drop the N, but basically when you're saying it, it's Nsambimana.
Huh.
And most people are just like Sabimana, and it's like no, it's Nsambimana. Like there's a slight N. You do pronounce the N, it's just tricky to get it there.
I mean, I had a friend whose last name was Nyugan, which was like Nyug some or other.
Nguyen.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Vietnamese.
I mean, his first name was John. Well, technically it was Jung. But he went by John because it was easier for everyone. But his dung, and we all know it was spelled dung.
it's not uncommon, or at least it wasn't uncommon for East Asian immigrants to just go pick an English name. Like a kid in my elementary school was Brian Nguyen, and I also knew a Liz Nguyen.
Yeah. It like his ID said Jung, like how it was spelled originally, but he just went by John because no one else, because everyone kept calling him Dung. So he just switched to John.
Heck, Jackie Chan, like when he started working in Hollywood as just like a stuntman, or I think it was even before that, he was just like, someone asked one of his friends who speaks much better English, like, what's his name? Jack. And so, like, when he started acting in the US, he's like, Jackie, that has better rhythm, Jackie Chan.
Yeah. Also, there's that one blooper from, what was that movie? Was it Time? No. The movie where he's a cop.
Rush Hour?
Oh, yes. There's a blooper from that where he says cheese instead of freeze. He does the scene very seriously. He just says cheese.
Because a lot of the lines he learns, like, he doesn't understand what he's saying necessarily. He's just doing them phonetically.
Yeah.
His English is okay, it's not great. Which, languages are hard. But I know in one of the movies there's some blooper where he says something, and whatever it is, it makes like the entire cast and crew laugh, and he immediately is like, "What'd I say? I say bad word. You make me say bad word."
Yeah.
Jackie Chan was always one of my dad's favorites, and I don't blame him. Just like whenever a Jackie Chan movie got advertised, oh, Jackie Chan, he does his own stunts.
Yeah. So does Tom Cruise.
Jackie Chan's cooler.
This is true. My dad didn't believe me when I told him that Tom Cruise was still doing his own stunts at his age. That is a big flan.
That's like a pepper. Oh.
It's a triffid. Oh, I know those are triffids. Never mind.
That's a hybrid flora.
It looks like a melting pepper.
Yeah, I didn't know peppers could liquefy.
I mean, I guess if you throw them into a volcano.
Simply use an emulsion, or you could use like an emulsion blender.
Or throw them into a volcano.
Volcano.
The Vulcans. Mr. Spock. Is that you?
Spock.
Spock?
Day of the Triffids.
Yep. Spock is Spock is Spock.
I've never seen Shanghai Noon, but I think my dad did and he liked it.
Thanks.
I've heard Jackie Chan Adventures was good.
That cartoon was better than it had any right to be. It was so stupid in so many ways, and I loved it.
It's like the Mike Tyson. It's like Mike Tyson Mysteries.
It is nothing like Mike Tyson Mysteries.
It has a similar concept, kinda.
Not really.
Taking a famous person and putting them into a show.
Like, Jackie Chan wasn't even the voice in the cartoon. He was just, like, the executive producer. And then at the end of the show, like, he would do a question and answer. But, in the cartoon, like, Jackie Chan's an archaeologist. His uncle owns an antique shop. He gets his cousin's little shit kid to look after, and he gets roped into this supernatural battle constantly, even though he'd rather be digging shit up.
Indiana Jones.
He's Indiana Jones who doesn't want to be Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones doesn't want to be Indiana Jones.
Especially now, since apparently the new movie's flopping hard.
Mom still
Yeah.
wants to see that. I'm surprised she didn't go see it at the movie theater next to the hotel when they were visiting.
Yeah, or at the Galleria where you're going to be working.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have no need to see that movie.
Same.
I like Indiana Jones, and I see the ads for that, and I'm like... Uncle was the best character, this is true.
Yes.
One more thing, whack.
Come here.
Boing, boing.
What do you want, Hope? You said come here. What do you want?
Get over
Fire.
here!
Oh no! Hope found a hook shot.
Are you saying
I
this
always-
whole time Hope was Booker?
I actually want to rewatch Crystal Skull, just because I'm like, is it as bad as I remember it?
Yes, it is. The first Indiana Jones movie was objectively the best.
My favorite Indiana Jones movie is Crusade.
I understand that.
Time for another approach.
Harrison Ford is so tired. You can see it on his face.
The man is over 80.
He just wants to take a fucking nap.
The main reason he keeps doing movies is because he keeps crashing his fucking planes.
Thanks.
Yeah. Every movie gives him a new plane.
Thank you.
Honestly, just let the man retire peacefully.
Like, I remember hearing on the radio a few months ago, like, Ozzy Osbourne was like, I'm no longer touring, and my response was, you know what, Ozzy? Good on you. You lived this long. You lived through being Ozzy Osbourne. Take a nap, buddy.
You lived biting the
Yeah.
head off of bats.
It's the same thing with, like, Quentin Tarantino. He's been doing this for so long, and he's finally retiring.
Target's a target.
And I know the Eagles are doing a farewell tour, which my dad is sad about.
Yeah, and Kiss is doing a final tour.
That was funny that there was the contest for the Kiss tickets, and I'm like, you know, on one hand it would be cool to be like, I went to Kiss's final concert at Madison Square Garden. On the other hand, that would require me going to a Kiss concert.
Yeah.
If, why can I not think of anything today? I am forgetting so many things.
I know someone has told me, like, some slight things that would have changed if Indiana Jones hadn't been there, but largely, the Nazis would have gotten the Ark, they would have gone to test the Ark would have killed the Nazis. Presumably, like, other Nazis would go to that base, find the Ark, and then take it with them, and either they'd store it or they'd attempt to weaponize it and fail again.
If Billy Joel ever does a farewell concert, I'd go see it.
Yeah, I'd be okay with seeing that.
Yeah. I know he's not touring as much as he used to. I think he was mainly sticking to New York for a while, but I think he's going to Florida and a few other places lately.
Yeah. What if there's ever a farewell tour announced? I'll go.
Oh, okay. The imps apparently summoned their giant guard dog.
We summoned our friend, Angry Friend, from prison.
Yeah.
Keep Change of plan.
I was actually starting to watch Frankomatic's... Was it Frankomatic? Yeah, I think it was Frankomatic's new LP of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, because I've never played that game.
I'm so...
Death by Furry.
Just a bit, yeah.
Death by Furry.
Although, to be fair, it is 10 o'clock. This might be a good wrapping up spot for now.
So, once again, thank you for coming out, everyone.
Yes, I know it's a little unconventional because we usually tend to do it on Sundays, but a little bit of change.
Life
over this week.
happens.
Yep.
I was in no condition to person yesterday.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think I would have been either. I had to deal with my... You had to deal with your family, I had to deal with mine.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that, like, neither of our families get is, like, contrary to popular belief, I am actually a huge introvert.
Yep.
And being around people exhausts me. Being around my family, more so. Being around both of our families, even more so. So, like...
There's a reason both sides of my family are kept separate most of the time.
So, like, we had a good enough time.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, yesterday we were with both our families for, like, 4 hours, and I'm like, okay, it's time for me to go. Oh, but don't you want to come to our house? I'm like, nah, I think we're going to bed. Oh, you must be sick. And it's like, no, I'm just really tired.
Yeah.
You people wear me out. All of you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but you do. And, like, when my mom read a thing about, like, introverts and, like, oh, so people drain their social batteries. That's so weird, because, like, I don't do that. I'm like, yeah, no, that's how it is with me. That's why, like, whenever you took me to a party when I was growing up, I was miserable. That's why. She's like, oh. Yeah, no, still doesn't get it.
No.
I mean, my parents at least understand where I'm coming from. Because they're both relatively extroverted people, but even their batteries get drained. My dad's side of the family, however, is made of extroverts. They could talk at you for like 3 hours and not get tired. It's sometimes hard to get a word in edgewise.
But
I'm
yeah.
just a very tired person.
But yep, we will be continuing this on Sunday.
Yep, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program on Sunday.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes. I'll see if I can get some of these side quests done off screen, because nobody wants to see me do that.
Maybe while I'm doing D&D or something.
Well, that I gotta start working on other things, but we'll see.
Go join the LanStar server if you're not in it.
Exactly.
It's really nice. There's movie night sometimes.
Yep. Maybe for Nintendo we'll put on the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Do we have the old one?
No.
Damn it!
I'm perfectly willing to watch that movie again. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
I unironically enjoy that movie. It's made of cat drugs.
I thought I would have enjoyed. I thought I was going to enjoy it less than I did.
Yeah,
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it is. It is nothing like the games, and it is surprisingly fun and weird and dark.
Yeah, like it actually has emotion to it in some places.
Yep.
Like the whole Donkey Kong trying to impress his dad thing.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel that in my core. I think this version of Donkey Kong suffers from gifted child syndrome.
Yeah, you can make that case.
Yeah.
But yes, we will see you next time.
Yes.
Enjoy your week, everyone. Stay safe, because I know weather's crazy everywhere.
Yep.
I cast magic spell. I cast command word. Have a good week.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Even though that's more